Hey everyone, it's Sandra, and today I wanted to talk to you about my nighttime skincare routine. If you haven't watched my daytime skincare routine, I will link to it on the screen if you might want to check that out first. I'm kind of a firm believer in adaptive skincare. Nobody really has skin that behaves the same way every single day. At least I don't, so I like to kind of have a pool of products that I can pick and choose from and use them depending on my skin concerns at that particular time. As for the products I'm about to show you today, some of them I've been using for over a year, some of them I've been using for a few months, but the routine I'm using right now has produced the best results that I've ever had in a very long time. So I'm excited to share this with you. I do 2 steps of cleansing because I do wear makeup almost every single day. So the first thing I do in this whole cleansing process is I take my makeup off. Nothing beats a good makeup removing oil in my opinion. The one I'm using right now is by Origins. It's a clean energy makeup removing oil. I massage it all over my face. It kind of just breaks down all the makeup. It rinses really nice and clean. If I have really heavy eye makeup, I like to use a separate makeup remover for my eyes, and I am absolutely loving this. If you live in Canada, please give the Marcel Gentle makeup remover a try because this is the best eye makeup remover I've ever used. Better than high-end ones that I've tried by Lancome, Dior, Clarins. Better than the Nivea and the L'Oreal ones that I've tried before. This is it, and it costs about $14. After I remove my makeup, I cleanse again, and I am using the Shiseido Benefiance Creamy Foaming Cleanser right now. It's a very thick, dense cream, and you apply it. It lathers a little bit, but it's not the stripping lather. It still feels nice and hydrating after I rinse it off. And when I rinse it off, I use a washcloth and warm water. And I highly recommend using a washcloth, especially if you're dealing with acne or fading acne scars. I find that a washcloth just really helps, soften the skin and gets rid of any flaky patches that you get sometimes when you have blemishes that are healing. I just get my washcloths. They're just like a little 5-pack from Target, and they cost about $3.99. So I have a few sets of those, and I use a fresh, clean washcloth every day. So I kind of do washcloth laundry at the end of the week, but that works really well for me. So step 2 is toner. Now sometimes I use the same toner that I use during the day, that spray one by Murad. Most of the time I like to use something that has a little bit of an acid exfoliating capability, and I've been using this one by Paula's Choice. I love Paula's Choice. This is the Resist Weekly Resurfacing Treatment. Now this might be too strong for most people because depending on how your skin tolerates acids. My skin, I've been using exfoliating products for a very long time, so my skin has quite a high tolerance to acids. But if you're new to using glycolic or, lactic acid and stuff like that, I would suggest maybe just use either a gentler version or just use this. Start by using it once a week, then move up to twice, 3 times. Even I don't use this every single day. I use it maybe every other day, but I love it. It's a 10% glycolic acid. Step number 3 is hydration, and there are 2 things that I use together, also by Paula's Choice. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I'm a big fan of Paula's Choice. Ever since I started buying skincare products for this brand, I've just had great results. So I've been trying a few new things, and these are awesome. So I highly recommend you buy them together. It's the Vitamin C 15 Resist Serum. It's a vitamin C and ferulic acid serum. It's the same composition as like the SkinCeutical one. There's an Obagi one that's similar, but those cost over $100. This is $45, and it's basically the same thing. It doesn't smell very good. It smells like deli meat and rust, which sounds disgusting, I know, but trust me, it works. So what I do is I take, this is the Resist Ultra Light antioxidant serum. I have the ultra light version because I have oily skin. They also have just a regular version for normal to dry skin that's a little bit more emollient, but this works well for me. So I just take about a nickel size amount of this, put it in the palm of my hand, add in 3 drops of this. This comes with the little dropper. I mix them together and I apply it all over my face. It's very lightweight but super hydrating, sinks into the skin right away, and my skin just loves it. Ever since I've started using these together, I've noticed a huge difference even in the overall texture of my skin. I have some scars that are quite deep set, but it's made my skin look a lot better. And for my eyes, the eye cream that I'm using, I've talked about this so many times, and I'm hogging samples of these, so I have so many samples of this. I haven't had to buy the full size yet, and it's the Ole Henriksen the Ultimate Lift Eye Gel. I really like this. It's a clear gel. I apply this under the eyes, takes care of puffiness, and really has helped the texture of my under eye area, and it's lightweight. If you have a super dry under eye area, I suggest maybe trying something else, because this is not very hydrating if you have like a super dry under eye area, which I don't. So this has worked well for me. And step number 4 is treat. So depending on your skincare concern, you know, you buy a product that would fit whatever you're trying to treat. What I'm trying to treat most of the time is acne and breakouts, and I have 2 different products that I like to use on my breakouts. One is a benzoyl peroxide based product, and one is a salicylic acid based product, and I kind of use them on different types of blemishes depending on what kind of blemish I get. If I just have a whitehead that's out there and I'm just trying to get rid of it and dry it out, I use a benzoyl peroxide product, and the one I'm using at the moment is by ZO Medical. This is the Aknetrol 10% benzoyl peroxide treatment. This might be hard to find. I think you can only get this brand at med spas or dermatologist's office and things like that, but there are other 10% benzoyl peroxide solutions that you can buy. I believe Oxy might make one. And if I have just under the skin bumps or any cystic acne that I feel might come on, I like to use salicylic acid on those. And the salicylic acid spot treatment that I've been talking about for a long time that I've really been enjoying is also by Paula's Choice. It's the BHA 9. This is very strong. It's a 9% salicylic acid, kind of a clear gel, and I apply this on any areas where I feel like there might be some under the skin looming congestion, and it works really well. It helps clear everything out if I use this consistently. So the last step that I do after I apply all the products that I've shown you is my blemish treatment. I do have a blog post up on the face masks that I like to use. I don't use them very consistently depending on my skin needs. I use a face mask about once a week, twice a week sometimes, or once every other week, like I said, depending on the situation. But if you want to know what some of my favorite face masks are, please feel free to check out the post that I will link to below. And that's it. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. If you have any questions, put them below and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. I am no skincare expert by any means, but I have experimented with a ton of products, and I kind of tried to figure out what works for me. And I'm always in the market for trying new things, and I love trying new things in terms of skincare. But I definitely think that the key is maintaining a very especially if you have problem skin, what has worked best for me is just maintaining a regular routine, not switching out products too often. But be careful, because sometimes, like with my skin, if my skin gets used to a product for too long, it stops working. Like Effaclar Duo by La Roche-Posay does not work for me anymore, which is sad because it used to be one of my favorites, but then it just kind of stopped working. So then I knew I had to switch up to something else. Maybe if I go back to it now, it will work for me again. So just watch this space. I will always keep you guys updated if I find anything revolutionary and new in terms of skincare. So that's it. I'm going to shut up now, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Bye.